Yo, chalo, I'm back. Settings पे जाना पड़ेगा. Well,
Yeah, hopefully we catch it at least once during
let's
this map
go.
here, because Depp clearly very energized.
Guys, थोड़ा late हो गया चालू करने में.
About it a little bit. He's got some extra motivation, but now Team Secret going to be a fast push out, and Envy's going to land the clean headshot right at the tip against Glass.
Let's go.
Let's say the division no. They want to go for a fast hit onto B. They know the strong side is on A.
यार एक राउंड हो गया यार. मैं लेट हो गया पता है आने में. Actually मैं गया था थोड़ा बाहर.
It's not going to be there, but the spike.
यार लाइट का मारा है यार.
And here Ron will have to make the call as quickly as soon as he gets a spot here. It's going to be the first swing. Ready for more.
लाइट का मारा है पता है.
It's going to be a deep one just to push your
थोड़ा
back.
लाइट लगा नहीं ये लाइट नहीं मैं रूम का लाइट खोल देता हूँ
It's
यार.
just a swarm of 5 members with their pistols. Huron takes a big hit, but Sugar Zero's there in long range with the crossfire. Huron spotted. He's now destroying. More members coming in from Snowman. Sugar Zero still good for
Okay.
Huron finally gets one, and Sugar Zero gets the.
Let's chill and watch.
As Borkum tries
I'll
to
chill.
hold the defuse.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff here from Zeta. You know, leaving that
Okay.
on the other side of the map, even though he dies, gets you plenty of info.
Zeta division
into the
or
same plant.
Team
Good
Secret.
crossfire set up there. Hiroro
ठीक है.
not overstaying his welcome.
मैं डालूंगा आज की लाइट नहीं है.
Go unnoticed.
सर आज भी लाइट नहीं है भाई. जनरेटर खरीद ले भाई. यूपीएस भी नहीं आया अभी तक. आउट फॉर डिलीवरी भाई. आउट फॉर तो अभी क्या अभी मेल डाल दे. अभी क्या अभी मेल डाल दे भाई. समझ रहा है. अनलाइक कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चीज दिखाओ आपको. इंपॉर्टेंट चीज देखोगे आप. ये देखो आज मेरे को सैलरी मिला है. ये 1 रुपए का कॉइन आज मेरे को मिला है. 1 रुपए का कॉइन मिला है आज. सैलरी. वो लोग बोले कि हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं आज बंगाली न्यू ईयर है. ठीक है मतलब बंगाली न्यू ईयर है आज. शुभ नववर्ष टू यू मतलब टू ऑल. लेकिन आज मेरे को वेरी वेरी क्या बोलते हैं मतलब 1 रुपए दिया है. क्या करें अभी दुख दर्द पीड़ा को काहे बताए बताओ. चलो मैंने लगा दिया माउस को चार्जिंग. अरे मैं लेट हो गया पता है. मैं एक्चुअली बाहर था. एक्चुअली कपड़े टांग रहा था यार. वो छत पे गया था मैं कपड़े टांगने. उसके चक्कर में लेट हो गया मैं स्ट्रीम चालू करने में. कपड़े टांगे अच्छा चेंज किया फिर आया. समझ लो. लेट्स गो गाइस. मैं भी क्या मान भाई हॉटस्पॉट दे दो. गाजी में हूँ. अच्छा ये देखो हर्ष. देखो ये भी इसने भी जी हर्ष लगा दिए. लेट्स गो गाइस. अभी देखते हैं बहुत मजा आने वाला है अभी. ठीक है 2-1 ओके नॉट अ बिग डील. मान भाई फ्री हो क्या आप. बहुत मैं इजीली डिफ्यूज कर लिया यार टीम सीक्रेट ने. सही है भाई. वही सुनिए 2-1 स्कोर. लेट्स गो गाइस. लेट्स गो.
Just bully their way through. You can see the depth already kind of feeling it. 5 kills in here. Has the Blade Storm popped into this round. Recon Dart is eventually
मोबाइल डेटा ने औकात दिखा दी.
most of Zato was able to sneak by all of this.
मोबाइल डेटा औकात दिखा रहा है.
Give a little bit of noise away. NDG and the others scooching over. Just getting ready for some contact here.
Got a high-low Secret as well, so Depp, he's going to have his work cut out for him. Never mind. Borkum just going to make sure.
ये मान भाई चेक व्हाट्सएप एक बार.
So Team Secret, they don't decide
अरे डैप.
further.
इसको तो भूल ही गया था मैं. डैप है डेटा डिवीजन में. डैप या डेप जो बोलोगे लेकिन ये अच्छा खेलता है भाई. उसने क्या फ्लैश मारा है केओ ने. दोनों साइड पे केओ है. एक सोवा है उधर गेको है. आई थिंक आजकल गेको मेटा ज्यादा चल रहा है पता है जो मेरे को फील आ रहा है.
Unless they get some contact kills, this map ain't opening up.
Yeah, I mean, this
okay.
is what we're seeing so far from Team Secret is they're very content to mostly stay planted until they really have full confirmation. Bash there good with the Guardian to take down Laz through the window. Depp, Blade Storm ready again as the no command is wore off, but an opportunity to distract. Jeremy has the read on it anyway. Takes Sugar Zero down. And Depp, good for one.
Yeah, Depp's on a separate mission right now. Just gonna rack up some things on the scoreboard here for himself while he has the chance. And of course, no reason to stop yet.
वाह भाई डैप ने हक दिया
Another
ये
guardian
देख
kill
लो
as well
पूरी
for Team
प्लेयर को
Secret. So
डैप ने
clean with
हक
these
दिया
long-range shots from Secret.
क्या
And as
बोले
you
सो
mentioned, I mean, understanding the entire team, knowing that they're content to play backwards, so as long as they cover all the potential
वापस
flanks,
से वही
they
2-2
should
का
be
स्कोर
safe
होते
with
हुए
one angle each.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a little bit
कुछ नहीं कर सकते
ahead
यार
of schedule there for those
नॉट अ
initiators.
बिग
I'm
डील
not worried about
ठीक है गाइस
with
नॉट अ
Zeta.
बिग डील होता रहता
The
है
user
यही
doesn't
किस्मत
really
है सबका
connect with Borkum, kind of has an easy double, and Depth, for whatever reason, didn't feel comfortable to go flying in there yet. Maybe was still worried about the no command getting popped while he was in the air or something, not exactly sure, but regardless, it's very well held by Team Secret, doing all the right things at the right time.
shutting them down
Make sure that Depp can't get any value out of that Blade Storm. Yeah, he still gets a couple kills in the late round when it kind of is over. And a little bit more pressure towards the belt area as you see Zeta's fanning out, trying to make a little bit more space here for Depp.
It's a fast dash in, and while the flashes aren't quite there to cover yet, Jeremy still gets out alive. Not going to take the fight just yet. They don't want to get swarmed by.
Gekko planting, Gekko मर
We'll get
गया
a long-range shot right across from screens. Two members still on the site
Okay,
of Team Secret. Envy still holding
Dap
the
मर
screen
गया
with a triple kill as well. Laz all of a sudden.
भाई
Laz
रोज तो
going
वही हो
along.
रहा है
And
2-2
sure,
कोई
he's
तो
picked
कर
up
नहीं
a
रहा है
rifle,
वन
but there's also the fact that
फिर
he's
1-1 हो रहा है
Here's it, he catches
फिर
more
2-1
late
स्कोर हर दिन हो रहा है भाई
Still 85 HP. 3 more members to battle through for Laz. He's got 50 seconds. Everything that he has to go for here. He's going to go for the long way around. Now, Team Secret, how good is your internal timer? Because Laz is even going to go further through Kitchen, trying to make sure that he catches all possible angles from an advantageous sight line.
Yeah, someone's
भाई 2 HP क्या ये निकाल पाएगा राउंड 2 HP क्लच जो हम YouTube पे देखते हैं क्या ये वो क्लच निकाल पाएगा क्या लगता है वो फील आ रहा है निकाल लेगा
If you go this far, if you want to commit, you got to go through heaven.
लग रहा है निकाल लेगा लग रहा है
18 seconds on the clock. It's got to be the snappiest 3K we've seen. He spots one, he spots two, but he can't even finish the first kill. Unfortunate for Laz as Team Secret leads 3-2.
Yeah, had to go for the fast play. Even got the dink on the NDG, but it was through the wall, so didn't get the kill. A decent attempt from Laz there, but again, Team Secret starting to get their feet planted, starting to understand the pace of the Zeta attack already. So you're going to need to see a little bit of change from these rookies. Yuran and Hiroron really going to have to kind of step it up. They've been walking in and kind of getting eliminated pretty quickly, so their utility isn't finding value yet. I wouldn't mind to see.
भाई ये इसने मेरे जैसे चश्मा पहना है
Because right now it
अरे वो तो मैं हूँ
feel like they've got all of these pieces working together like we're used to seeing when people run the Gecko KO. See him clear the corner, but nobody again really pushing space except for the
कोरोना में
इधर map, but once again Team Secret
Recon Phantom Champions Vandal उनका डोलिस जो है उनका अपोनेंट जो जेट है ठीक है टीम सेक्टर पे वो जेट थोड़ा ज्यादा कैजुअली खेलता है
Yeah, I mean, it seems to also perhaps be a little bit out of conditioning coming in from the pistol round, right? The early round Team Secret does push out with the util, as we see a lot of teams do with double initiator. So now Zeta always waiting to clear for that. The real question is, do they wait for the refreshes? Now the pop flash, but he's not hit by a Jeremy. He's way on top of screens, and the flash goes a little bit too deep into the site, doesn't quite clear it. Now Zeta will still get the plant, but they're already down in numbers. And like you mentioned, a crucial round here for Zeta to secure, so they'll even commit the lockdown. Comes in after the plant, so they're going to buy maximum time possible.
Yeah, इसका बात कर रहा था ये क्या
कैजुअली खेलता है so choosing to still fight close quarters on the
Dap is down
just 2 pieces of utility. The Thrash trying to find once again, just using to delay, trying to swing out off of a hero run. Out, but he gets traded by Bash.
MDG down.
Starts to pile in. The high-low double swing is
good
down on both sides of the site, mind you. Huron just trying to spray
Zeta is down.
But it's just too many members.
Yeah, it's really good discipline. Team Secret very
happy
now.
ये राउंड टीम सीक्रेट में
retake to just
4-2 स्कोर भाई चिंपी भाई सीख रहे हो ना गेम देखकर सीख रहा हूँ सब सीख रहा हूँ मान भाई सीख रहा हूँ कैसे पीक करते हैं कैसे एम डोल्स लेते हैं सब सीख रहा हूँ ये देखो कैसे इसने पीक लिया फिर से डैश मारा इसने तो क्या क्या एम है भाई इनका
Nobody's on the bottom floor, so Jesse, even though
इसका ही बात कर रहा था
traded early by Hirodon up on top of the nest there, he's able to swing in right away, take that.
मजा आ रहा है मान भाई मैंने जो WhatsApp पे पूछा उसका कुछ जवाब देना पसंद करोगे
And Team Secret really taking advantage of it.
And now there's that timeout. Perhaps 1 or 2 rounds later than a lot of us might have hoped for, but still going to come out well enough for the Zeta division to have room to recover. 6 rounds left in the first half right now. Zeta will continue the attack, and something again that they'll have to continue working on is, do they even have the read that Team Secret hasn't really been pushing out? Do they really use util to gain value? Like you said, then sure, they're throwing the dizzy out,
ये
but they're
टीम
not
सीक्रेट
really
का
working
एक ही
on their
कोच और इनका
fundamentals
जेटा
right now,
डिवीजन
because
का
off
दो
of
दो
them, they're
कोच
not getting a reaction out of
मैं
Team
भी एक
Secret,
कोच
which
हूँ
is not really any net positive for Zeta.
मैं सिखाता हूँ लाइव के सस्ते ज्ञान
They need to just
मैं वो
spread
लाइव
the
कोच
map a little bit, see if they can bait out some of that
भले
early util.
वैलोरेंट
It
कोच
seems
ना
like
बन पाए
at
लाइव
the
का
very
कोच
least,
तो
Team Secret
बनेंगे
is happy to get any contact then on A, and then Jesse Vash lets loose with some of those shock bats and stuff. So bait a little bit of that util out. You know, keep Laz on maybe the A side, have him try to work that. Not this round because it's an eco, but in the future when they have rifles again. See if you can really spread the defenses of Team Secret, make them earn it. See if you can isolate some 1v1s, rely on that, you know, young talent you've got. Depp and Laz, incredible players in their own right as well, of course. So see if you can find some opportunities to let your mechanics shine as well.
Zeta this time playing things a little slower, of course, on a bit of a mixed buy as well, just the Guardian on your end, but everyone else has the long-range fights on top of it. See how that comes into play for Zeta division. Slow clears, drawing out util across the entire map. Secret once
भाई
again,
मान भाई वो लिखता है 1 घंटे बैकअप ठीक है लेकिन दे नहीं पाता है वो लिखा रहता है कि 1 घंटे बैकअप वो सब लिखने में है भाई यूपीएस एक ऐसा चीज है ना उसके अंदर बस नॉर्मल जो कार का जो बैटरी होता है वही रहता है अरे 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 सुबह मर गया उनका मेरे पास कितने सारे यूपीएस मैंने खरीदा है बेचा है पता है Show no what show yeah show no what show to you show no what show stream आज का थंबनेल देखना है गाइस 693 सब्स हो गए गाइस लेट्स गो लेट्स गो गाइस वेरी क्लोज टू 700 सब्स क्या आज 700 सब्स हो पाएंगे नতুन बच्चों एंजॉय करो ये लेट्स एंजॉय गाइस आज का थंबनेल देखना है आज का शाम का स्ट्रीम का उनको दिखाता हूँ आज का थंबनेल जो बना है ना भाई मस्त बना है दिखाना बनता है पता है बहुत सही है नहीं मैं तो डिस्कॉर्ड में भेजता हूँ ये में गोट ऑफ द गोटर और मजा आएगा मान रहा है क्या वो वाला थंबनेल कैसा बना है बताओ वो गोट ऑफ द गोटर्स वाला मजा आएगा वो वाला थंबनेल देखे बढ़िया बना है एक बार देख लेना यार मजा आ जाएगा जो थंबनेल बना है ना भाई तू बोलेगा क्या बनाया है भाई ये क्या है
Also, they spent so much time trying to bait out the early peaks. They don't get it, and eventually they lose control of yellow as well, which means they're not really able to peek in to Snowman, so it all falls apart. But like you said, it's an eco. They get the spike plant. They're at least trying to put some pressure across the map. We'll see if they're able to use that conditioning, because this time, Secret putting some early pressure with that 0 point gets to or plants Jeremy. Position.
This is something that certainly Zeta is going to have to try to address. Some of these high positions that Jeremy's been taking have caused them some difficulty, and then the follow-up with Envy off of that, you know, they'll kind of bait and switch you. Something we saw even in their eco round where
goat of the goaters thumbnail usko bolte hain
something that Team Secret is very, very strong at. The ping there, the Odin is so brutal. Laz, literally 1 HP
from the Odin.
Oh my god.
I mean, that wall saves Laz life in this round, and I mean, what a setup with the drone through the window as well. A nice play there, Zeta. Double, triple peek here on Yellow. Bork doesn't really have a good exit. He's going to need coverage here from Envy.
देख ले शार्ट तक आज का थंबनेल भेजा मैंने शार्ट तक चेक कर ले डिस्कॉर्ड आज का थंबनेल ये बात देख भाई कैसा बना है ये जो थंबनेल बना है ना भाई कोई आज तक कोई नहीं बनाया इतना मेरे को पता है
See the flash drive coming in. There's a pop flash, and it's going to be Depp who finds both with a quick double, triple kill. And Zeta put
that दिमाग लगाया होता थंबनेल बनाने में
simplify things a little bit here.
पूरा बकरी
They're able to really work off of
बकरे
each other very
बनाया
nicely. Great
बकरे
play by
के
Hugo,
साथ
setting
फोटो
up, coming
खींच
from net,
लिया
making the plant, then wait him out. That's so smart from a young player to have the patience.
भाई डैप ने क्या
Setting
मारा
up depth with that flash drive. Very snappy stuff from Depp.
आज मजा आने वाला है
I'm super curious if we're going to see what classic.
आज मजा आ जाएगा भाई
He's hiding it.
He's hiding it. But
Until he breaks that record, he's hiding it.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I also said that if Depp can put up at least 30 kills on one map, I'll buy the Zeta
ओके
bundle today. So
5-3 स्कोर होते हुए ये 2-0 होना थोड़ा ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ ऑल टाइम वो एग्जैक्टली बेटे
he tweeted about it.
You're the best.
Yeah, he definitely noticed. I mean, you could tell it's something that he kind of kept in his back pocket as a pride point, right?
Yeah.
And
Who
now
wouldn't?
Aspas just comes swinging out.
I certainly would. I'd be very proud of that.
That was a crazy match for sure, where he set up that original record.
Yes,
Now
he
thwarted
is
by one of the best back in Americas. But for now, record be damned. Depp really wants Zeta Division to take the lead back. And they'll do their best slowly.
Bye, Kimo.
Jesse Vash is aware of it. He gets one. He's ready for the
Get
second
it.
peek as well. Gets
I'm
it,
feeding
But he will go down
I'm
eventually.
feeding
Jeremy
कोई
also
भी
taking
जीते
advantage as
असली
well.
जीत
Zeta
तो
Division
मेरी है कि
overall
मेरी
still in a
जीत
pretty advantageous
भी
spot
ले
in the
जा
round
मेरी
now.
हार
You
भी
do
ले
like
जा
a little bit
मेरा
of change here for
कम
Team Secret.
भी ले
Kind
जा
of gamble a little bit that B might be where Zeta continues to put pressure.
ये
since
देख
they
ट्रैश जा रहा है ट्रैश
let Jesse sneak up.
ट्रैश को फिर से बुला लिया है ओ यार monster on the loose
Displeased with that.
ये डैब बार बार सेम पोजीशन पे नहीं आ रहा है
Top pick goes down. Plant gonna try to be put in. All
Dizzy.
this until once again goes into the nether. As Team Secret is just waiting for this retake.
ओ अच्छा डैश मारा बे
But he still lands on top of the box here as well, so he's
Suppressed.
So as you mentioned, a lot of the util already spent, but right now no way to break
Enemy
the lockdown because of it.
suppressed.
And Jeb, I don't know if he's going to get out
Enemy
just
depressed.
in time. Not quite, it seems. Several members being detained, so Zeta, they've got to be able to fight up close. They just have to hide. And you're
ओ क्या हगा है भाई उसने
first one, half already done on the defuse. Thrash jumping in.
Okay.
Trying to delay further. They know it's not stuck just yet, but
Dap is down.
By drop down by Jeremy. A 2v2 now in the enemy Team Secret. Continue to push through. They get the Viper
One
down.
enemy
It's down to 1v1.
remaining.
Pick goes down, but the
Are?
spike's still just remaining at the edge of that spike.
भाई
It's so close, even when Zeta's able to win these rounds. It comes down to the last player. Just barely able to get in there. I mean, I love the attempt here from Team Secret, coming at you from so many different angles. That lockdown, forcing Sugar Zero to have to gamble to stay in the pit to make sure he stays up while he's detained. And, you know, Zeta quick to have to respond. They even had the threat available to try to cover. We're able to find much value
था यार वो राउंड अच्छा खेला लास्ट राउंड में में वो बहुत सही लगा यार
before he was dead. And Yordan
ओके
probably a little bit lucky.
इनके यूटिलिटी देख रहे हो क्या मन से यूटिलिटी भाई मैं तो बस एम डुअल पे खेलता हूँ
Jeremy just walking
भाई
over
मेरे
the
को देखो
sheriff, steals Laz's
मैं
gun.
तो एम डुअल पे लेता हूँ यार हर बार ये यूटिलिटी क्या यूज करते हैं भाई
With that upgrade, so that's 3 rifles to work with for Team Secret.
ओके
And now Zeta Division, they've been slowed down, and I mean, sure, you had some better.
कर रहा है भाई इसका ड्रोन देखो
The
कितना
double
ऊपर
flash
जाके
shot,
ऐसा ड्रोन कर रहा है भाई
on it, but because of this early kill, they have to regroup. Wants to make sure that they're not giving any extra rifles over to Team Secret while their opponents are on this half buy. So now at the minute mark, they're still reworking across the entire map, retaking control of green. Now just holding on to the lobby of A as well. Team Secret happy to hold back.
Yeah, the real question for me is Sugar Zero, can he find any value out of this lurk? If they can even get the plant down. I mean, right now there's so much of Team Secret there, but now they're kind of second guessing it. There's been no change in direction yet. Sugar Zero sneaking in.
Jeremy's position, though, it's kind of a hard one to read. He's being tucked right in until the opponents think it's entirely clear, and actually just the backup call as well, right? They got the 0 point onto the jet. They don't see any further information on B. You've still got the Nanoswarm and Alarm Bot. Team Secret has a read on this, given the time. 20 seconds left. Jeremy's still tucked in. He just has to buy time at this point. And Zeta, they have no idea that they are about to enter the jaws of their opponents. 10 seconds left on the clock. They'll get the clear, but Envy's there to delay. Wingman goes down. 7 seconds now. Time is ticking away. 6 seconds trying to hold on to the defuse. A clean kill from Envy. But still, Zeta, they will get the plant down. A couple members low. Envy down to 5 HP. Dev has to get the most out of these Blaze Storms. Going to tuck back out of the top screens. He doesn't get the shot as he lands. Envy is still rampaging with a sliver of health, and he's trying to push for yet another. Huron put onto the same aspect, and there's the snake bite. Team Secret takes back another round.
Yep. This is just, again, Team Secret playing back. Just comfortable to give up space, find this early pick, grab a gun, and back out. I mean, that's huge for them to get wins like that. Envy with some really crisp shots with that Guardian as well, helping things out. But you can see that there's no preparedness after the plant goes down because Zeta has to spend so much of their utility to get onto the site, that they're not really in a place to counter the utility, to slow down these retakes. They're trying to alone, and sure, that can get you over the line sometimes, but against this Team Secret team, extremely difficult with how disciplined they're showing themselves today.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where maybe you change the timing on your util, but even then, perhaps just already knowing the positions you want to hold, right? The angles you want to hold, and again, the value on the lurk. We haven't really seen that as we see Jeremy being pushed away with operator in hand. They haven't quite checked the weapon, but they do know that someone was posted up on yellow, now catching sight on that jump peak. There's 0 point. Jeremy going to dash out, but he's going to still hold the angle. Wants them to greet for a peek here as he slowly inches back towards his teammates. He's got a long way to go if he goes through here, so he's going to have
लॉकडाउन इनिशिएटेड करा इसने, हटा का स्किल जॉइन है, 3 प्लेयर डिटेन,
just providing a little bit of assistance with that 0 point.
ऐसा
Pin
से है?
up on the A side.
नहीं कोई डिटेन नहीं है.
No reason for any overreaction.
क्या इंपेरियम ऑपरेटर है
Here
इसके
so
पास?
far by Zeta, avoiding any damage from this operator of Jeremy. Some damage traded across the sides there.
Okay.
To delay the plant, but it is going to get down.
Yeah,
And now look at them, they're just hiding. They're like, nope, nope, we know it's out there.
Yeah,
we don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, this time though, do they have any backup plan if they get shoved even further into green? It looks like Sugar Zero going to be the insurance as he starts his flank all the round. It has a timing on it. Jesse Vash is ready for it as Thrash comes out. Team Secret knows they have to wait it out. Quite a few members, it seems, getting hit. At least one for sure. Huron will answer. Make sure to capitalize on that. Zeta knows time is on their side. Sugar Zero still holding. They know they haven't even done half yet. The tap begins, and Sugar Zero now starting to flank back in, but it's still being held all the way up to the half. Envy eventually goes down. Sugar Zero not even needing to show himself.
ये मान भाई WhatsApp चेक करो, जल्दी WhatsApp चेक करो, बहुत अर्जेंट है.
Not doing a util dump this time, just kind of taking their time, baiting out some shots. That 0 point gets a ton of value, forcing the player out, able to use that lockdown to buy some extra space. Really, really clean stuff overall. And then everybody deep post plants this time. A little bit of backup, a little bit of crossfire to cover things. The fragment helps late position as well. So yes, a round of applause from the.
क्या round निकाल दिया?
Well deserved, as Zeta could potentially tie this
कैसे?
I mean, if they do, it'd be great recovery.
कैसे निकाल दिया?
Considering how it all started, only able to pick up that pistol and the anti-eco.
Round कैसे निकाल लेते हैं यार?
This time under pipes, a bit of a tricky
आराम से कैसे निकाल जाता है?
Ward as he's exposed by multiple angles.
भाई हम क्यों ऐसे नहीं मार पाते? सबसे मेन थिंग है इनका कोऑर्डिनेशन देखो, और हम जब खेलते हैं तब कोऑर्डिनेशन ऐसा क्यों नहीं रहता?
With a rifle in hand, quick to scoot over off
मेरा
that
ये
contact
क्वेश्चन
with
है.
that no command as well. Try to shut this down. There you go. It is going to come through in response to that 0 point to see if they can slow this up at all, or Zeta.
Oh, Zeta, they're pushing through, but the Stinger is good in close quarters. NDG is holding on right under the site for the time being, so while the spike goes down, it's a 5v4 advantage for Team Secret. They still have their own null command as well, so this can be used for the retake. Smart of NDG to try to clear the close corners. They never quite got control of that just yet. Sugar Zero holding at a long-range angle, and that's the swing around close range by NDG. Envy eventually goes down. No time for the res. Jeremy's waiting for the lurk. They might not have seen it before, but
6 का स्कोर बनते हुए, नहीं 7-5 का स्कोर बनते हुए.
Team Secret will not let go of the lead as they finish the half 7-5.
Goodness gracious, that Stinger insane there for NDG. Absolutely just fearless with it. Some great util there, getting the read on the positioning of the player underneath the rope position. And they just dump a bunch at him, make him super uncomfortable.
अभी हो रहा है 5 मिनट में अभी हो रहा है.
They just force their way through.
मेरी जीत भी ले जा मेरी हार भी ले जा मेरा गम.
4 rounds to 1. So, yeah, there's improvement.
The bar is pretty low, yes.
Yeah, but it still feels like Team Secret mostly had a really good read on them. Now, changing sides of the map, you know, is Zeta going to be able to flip the script onto Secret? But certainly Secret very keen to work this map. Jesse Dash sending all kinds of utility all over the place to keep his opponents guessing. It's a great job of tracking the movements as well, and that's something certainly Zeta's going to have to find a way to contest with, because so far.
क्या प्रिंट आउट देख रहा है इनका कोच?
We see Carlisle really sifting through all the notes that they have prepared here, trying to figure out what can they switch up on this half. Going over
कौन
to
जीतेगा
the
बताओ?
defending side. Now, when they were playing
देखो
against
कोई
Global
भी
Esports,
से
this is
हमें
another
फर्क नहीं
case where
पड़ता,
they
मैं
kind
जीतूंगा,
of the first steps on how to use
मैं
the
जीतूंगा।
opposition. They started to get
असली
pushed
जीत
and
मेरी
pulled
होने
up,
वाली
and
है।
also GE did
इसके
a
साथ
great
ये
job
हेडफोन
of
खुल गया।
avoiding depth a lot of those times, you know, making that operator obsolete for a lot of the rounds that it was bought. So
Yeah.
we'll see if Team Secret has the same game
कोई
sense here
WatchParty पसंद
going into
नहीं
the
है।
attacking half.
Yeah, I mean, the good news here for Zeta is
System.
Def is having a pretty good half, 12 and 10, so he's definitely feeling it. Felt like maybe pressing a little bit at times, but that's okay. Overall, you know, you need him fired up and in the game. Most likely, if you're going to get over the line, I'd like to see a little bit more
तो
from
देखो
Huron
भाई
and that
WatchParty
Gecko in
पसंद
terms
नहीं
of
है।
utility usage as well. Only one assist
सार्थक भाई
in the book,
बेचारे।
so again,
और
some of
सार्थक भाई
these initiator
WatchParty
plays,
पसंद है, पसंद करो। देखो क्यों पसंद करो पता है?
Zeta
क्योंकि अब इससे
division
बहुत कुछ सीख सकते
this
हो,
time
कैसे
around.
पीक करना है,
The
कैसे ये
0 point
गेम
check
खेल
pipes
रहे हैं।
is going to confirm
हम
Yuron's
क्या क्या
position.
गलती करते हैं, हमको
Is
मेरे
gonna
को भी
have to
सीख
back
मिल रहा
off.
है
Yuron here.
कि भाई मैं ये गलती
2-1-2
करता हूँ,
split with
मेरे को
Laz
नहीं करना
covering mid.
चाहिए।
There is potentially
जब
some
देखो
contact
कितना
with
सेफ
Lorca.
खेल, देखो वाइपर ने उधर देखा कि उधर मिड पे उधर जल्दी नहीं जाते, हमारा कोई बंदा होगा
Continuing to
ये
really
स्विच
take
के
their
बाद
time. Maybe
जल्दी
Chimpi waiting
मिड पे जाके
potentially for this recon
मार
dart
के
to come back
मर
in from
जाएंगे।
Jesse before they make their move.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a safe play, right? See if they
खेलता
push
नहीं
up.
है भाई
You
वैलोरेंट
know they
ज्यादा,
should have the
जो
numbers
वही
advantage, especially on the
VCT
pistol.
अमेरिकन्स का
Here,
WatchParty
against
लो
Team
ना,
Zeta Division, they're gonna hold
वो
on
भी
to the
WatchParty
default.
ले
They
लेंगे।
don't want to overreact just yet. So we see the
ये
drone scouting
माइनक्राफ्ट
early
प्लेयर
for
है,
any long-range peaks, trying to clear the close quarters of pipes. He'll be able to catch a
कोई
bare
सी नहीं
glimpse
है।
of it.
VCT अमेरिकन्स
But
का भी
counter 0
WatchParty
point
मिलेगा,
once
लेकिन VCT
again.
अमेरिकन्स
So
का
now
प्रॉब्लम
Team
क्या पता है?
Secret
रात के
still at the
2-3 बजे होता है।
45-second mark. They start to push into
Real
green over by
sounding।
the B side.
अच्छा अभी तक
Put
क्या
some
तुमको
pressure
कोई
on,
और
trying
लग
to
रहा था क्या ये?
retake most of the map. The 0 point on A to
ये
keep those members
कॉस्मोस तो
tied
नहीं
up
था?
as they've already approached all the way up to the entrance of B.
बट
Do
VCT
they know
भाई
how
VCT
Sugars are holding this
अमेरिकन्स
angle?
का
Surely they check it.
2
But
बजे
there's a
होता है,
slight
वही
hole
यार,
from the toxic screen
रात 2
finds
बजे
one.
होता है।
He'll get a tag, but it's just a classic. Not going to get
जब
the
तुम
instant kill.
जब
Sugars
जब
backs
तुम
off.
क्या,
Now
जब तुम
backup
सब
will
सो
be
जाएगा और
arriving.
चिंपी और
Drinks
मैं
up in
बैठ
kitchen
कर
against the lurk.
रोएंगे।
Zeta Division, they want to put their full focus on the retake against the site.
The real question
अब
is,
मैं एक बार मैं शादी होगा, फिर रात में WatchParty करेंगे।
Yeah, he's
रात
finishing
में
that
बैठ
mid
के
position. Meanwhile, Snowman
अमेरिकन्स
slowly
का
getting
WatchParty कर
taken
सकता
over.
हूँ,
Two
क्योंकि वो
members
तो
on
सोने
yellow.
नहीं देगी
They just
पूरी
want
रात।
to hold on. The Cloudburst will buy time.
समझ रहे
The
हो?
0 point tags only a couple members. The double flash
तब
is
तब
coming. It's
तब
quite late as last
अमेरिकन्स का
one.
WatchParty
10 as
लेंगे
well. And now Zeta start to
यार।
storm through,
सार्थक
but they will
भाई
get blasted out and slowed down. Envy at long range can't land the shot. And now a 3v1. Borkum doing
3v1
everything he can. But
Zeta
with
Division
37
comeback
HP,
coming, मेरे को फील आ रहा है।
will be able to help Wingman finish that defuse.
this is
इस
pretty
राउंड
interesting
जीतती
from
हुई
Zeta
बस
because there's
इको
that
राउंड, भाई ये लोग
kind of
इको राउंड
idea
भी
that
जीत
you
जाते
see
हैं,
from Team Secret all the time.
हम ही
Their
नहीं जीत
utility
पाते।
going one way and they're actually going the other. It's not actually Jesse's utility, it's Envy's with the 0 point. Well, they're going
भाई
over
इतने
towards B to get
सपने
the plant
नहीं
down.
देखने
That
चाहिए,
angle
पता चला
caused a
आपकी
little
वाइफ
extra
क्यों
damage through
निकले।
that toxic screen. Definitely
ये
a nice
ऐसे
pickup
मत
for
बोलो
sure.
यार,
0 there.
ये
Helps
ऐसे मत
off
बोलो
the
यार
two
मान भाई,
losses of Team
मेरा तो
Secret. And
जिंदगी
also
खत्म हो
Laz had him
जाएगा।
swivel the whole time. I was watching
वैसे भी तो
his icon on the
मैं खाना
minimap,
खा
and
के आता
constantly his
हूँ,
triangle was spinning
खाना खा
back
के
and forth
आराम से
between the
चिल
two
मार के आ
positions,
जाएगी।
back towards the site, doing a great job making sure that Envy's lurk was accounted for.
अरे
So that
मतलब
shows me great
एक्सपेक्टेशन
awareness,
नहीं
great
रखना
preparation
चाहिए।
so far for Zeta.
Now,
तो भी मान भाई क्या कर बताओ, फिर एक्सपेक्टेशन वर्सेस रियलिटी वाला आशीष चलचलनी का वीडियो देख ले क्या? अरे अक्षत भाई क्या रहा? यो ब्रो व्हाट्स अप, आई एम गुड, आई एम डेफिनेटली गुड, हाउ आर यू बडी? आपने लंच वंच कर लिया क्या? अक्षत भाई बताओ यार। यार 7-7 का स्कोर होते हुए इसी के साथ 7-7 का स्कोर बनते हुए
That moment where Laz might have felt like he could send his players to the other side. You know what I mean? He's like, okay, I'm good here. I'll hold it by myself. Oh crap! Wait, get over here. They're all here.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, I just gotta stand and fight it. Now they do come and trade very nicely. Just
आए?
maybe a step away.
क्या फ्री ट्रांसफर किए है भाई?
But I think that's totally
एक
fine.
मैं वो
We'll
जो
lose
फ्री
one player.
ट्रांसफर मेरे से
You're very
नहीं हो
happy to
पाता
do
है
that.
भाई।
Depp has the outlaw. I don't think its presence was ever revealed. Mostly full armors though, in anticipation of it. Certainly we've seen it from a lot of the players in Pacific and across the world.
Okay.
So now the full armor kind of has to be the go-to if you can afford it.
ठीक है, Zeta Death with the outlaw Zeta Death be like मेरे को पुल भी बनना है।
See if it pays off dividends.
Okay, उसने लो किया।
Shot from Depp, it lands clean on Jeremy down to 54 HP.
Okay.
Depp not taking a hit at all. So now
Reload
Team
किया भाई,
Secret
outlaw का
wary of
skin
this,
कब
and
आएगा
Jeremy
पता
in
नहीं।
danger on the entry of getting picked off by that long-range weapon. Zeta off that contact though, still 3 members holding strong onto A. Now wary with that poison cloud going
Okay.
up and down over in mid. Laz, he's keeping
भाई
his
क्या
eye on it
होल्ड
for
करिए
sure.
देख लो वो लोग
So
होल्ड
much
करिए
pressure on Depp up front with this outlaw.
स्लो
He's
खेलने
gonna
का
have
ट्राई
to
कर
be
रहे हैं ये लोग
so darn quick. And you got the other two players
बहुत
who
स्लो
are
खेलने का ट्राई कर रहे हैं
trying to back him up with some of their utility potentially. Want to give a shout out to Duran, a great dizzy
दिख रहा है
there that
पूरा
got a
एंगल
couple
लेके
assists in
बैठे
the pistol round as well.
आएंगे पे
Pointed
लगे
out that he was having a little trouble finding some value. Well, he quickly made up for
वो
that.
लोग भी स्लोली
0
स्लोली
point
घुसना
comes in.
चाहते हैं अभी घुसा
Alright, he's gonna go right behind the
इनका
dash.
डोरेस
Wants to
घुस
find
गया
the second member, not gonna
ठीक
land
है
with the kill. Riyad, not the shot either. Jeremy peeking through the toxic screen. That
जेरमी
puts him
मर
so
गया
low. Huron just has to get a
अभी
stretch to
यूटिल
pick up that kill. And now with only 25
जेको
seconds,
मर
he's
गया
still able to clear the corner with the fragment. It's so much
3v2
util being dumped by Team
सॉरी
Secret.
3
On the
हाँ
side, 3
3v2
members
चल
left
रहा है
alive, but Borkum down to 10 HP. NDG will make things a little bit more stable for the round. And Laz just trying to get one
इसी के
more
साथ
kill. Will not find it. As
टीम
Secret takes
सीक्रेट
back
एक
the lead.
और राउंड अपने
Yeah,
खाते
nice
में
recovery
लेते
here.
हुए
Secret taking a ton of damage, but
ठीक
Yuran,
है
again, getting another player with this great
अच्छा चल रहा है
combo
मैच
of mollies
मतलब
from Team
टक्कर
Secret.
तो
Stuck in
बड़ा
a good position.
मतलब बराबर चल रहा
Nowhere
है
to left to go,
लेकिन
but
वही
try to
देखना टक्कर
stay
मार
in
के
some
चाकू
mollies
कौन
and
चलाएगा
survive a little bit longer, maybe get a pick with that snake bite fragment combo. Makes quick work of him.
ये देखो
Good teamwork. Blood onto the
अरे
side.
तो खाना खाने नहीं गया तब तक
Depp trying to again get a little aggressive with that.
ये जो ये वाला इमोजी जो है ना सार्थक दे रहा है ऐसा टाइप का मेरे को लगता है कि ये कहीं ये लिफ्ट तो नहीं करना चाहता ना
Forced out for Team Secret. They're getting aggressive.
Yeah, they're pushing up real far out, right below pipes as
कौन
well.
से
High
देख
low
रहा
side,
अच्छा अच्छा ये वाला
Zeta trying to
इमोजी
throw
का
a
मतलब
curl
क्या है
in
भाई
and
सार्थक
really
को
drone.
जो तूने दिया है भाई
Realize that this is the timing for it, checking close with the 0 point. It gets taken out, and now
पता
Team
ना
Secret
ब्रो
very,
पता नहीं
very well
यार
aware.
एक्चुअली
That
इसलिए
allows their
पूछ
other
रहा
members
है
on the side of B to start to regain some space. Whether they rotate or not, Team Secret wanting to make sure they take
चलो
advantage of this timing where they're able
ठीक
to
है
expand
भाई
across
रिकॉन फैंटम
the
फॉर द
entire
विन
map of Icebox, getting close.
अभी देखो कितना क्राउच करके बैठे हैं ये लोग
This is so,
मुझे बोलता
so
है
scary
कि
because
क्राउच
this is
नहीं
actually
करना चाहिए
all
देख लो
set
क्राउच
up
करके
away
बैठे
on the
हैं
other side of the map, and this is what Secret loves to do, but it's not going to be that
यार
initiator.
सुनना है ये लोग का कॉम्स क्या है
Zeta
भाई
can kind of get
Wanna
the
swing
read on
out.
this.
Yeah, it's a quick setup, but Laz
एक
gets
मर
taken
गया
out. Secret doesn't
हाल
even
तुम्हें
find
लैज
the
ने
target
पुश
just
करके
yet. He
मरा
knows they have to escape, but he's not going to find the target
Red
at all at
transfer.
the end of the day. And with the toxic screen coming up,
अरे
Team Secret,
अरे
it's out scot-free. They know the A side has to be weak.
वो
It's
उनका
going to be a creep in, just waiting for
डोरेस
potential anchor.
पिक करके
He's
बैठा
not
है
able
एक
to
घुस
land the
गया
shot either, and
डैप इज
he's
डाउन
distracted on the screen side as
ठीक
they
है
swing around from all the way deep in the site by Jeremy.
अभी
I mean, it just feels like Zeta couldn't get a read onto this at all. They had a bit of info, but they weren't able to piece the puzzles together, come up with a full picture. Instead, it was just kind of a partial image, and Depp just had no idea. I mean, he got completely blindsided there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he expected them to try to clear the site all the way through screens as we see Jeremy eventually getting cleared, but the spike still ticking down. You've still got a potential lurk coming in. Jesse
यार
has got the Hunter's Fury from
इसके
long
बाद
range. NDG is going to
बिना
clear. Now, do they know the
golden
half is done?
मेरे
We'll have
पास
to wait and
पिस्सा
see if
नहीं
it
है
even
पिस्सा
gets to
पिस्सा
that as Huron eventually falls. It's just Huron left. He clears, and there's the wingman, and that should be enough with the Hunter's Fury, just eliminating Little Bro. Huron not able to return to the spike for the second half.
only one
Well,
टीम सीक्रेट
maybe
एक
gonna
और
keep
राउंड जीतते हुए
Oh, just
Oh my God,
okay.
oh.
All
अरे
right.
now, okay, you
यार
get the 4K. That I guess that's the consolation prize there for Zeta. But really good stuff on the post plant from Team Secret. Layers with the mollies, layers with the Hunter's Fury. It gets them the win, but the economy now shaky for Team Secret. You can see they're struggling to figure out how to do the math to get this bye to go, and maybe there's a timeout
Yeah,
potentially lurking.
have to
Please just be a
imagine.
regular one. Okay.
Listen. We've escaped our own nightmares for the time being.
So far.
Yeah.
We've
T1's not playing today.
Yeah,
You know, all the stars have aligned for a smooth start here on day 2 of week 2.
Achilles isn't casting.
That's true. You know, everything has worked out. What a
Yeah.
great day of VCT Pacific. You know,
I agree with you, William. This is a good
Okay.
day.
it's been a good day for most of us. Zeta Division. You know, obviously the score line not that far off, but you can tell on the players' faces as well that it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good. Sure, they scrape by some heroics here and there, a couple good reads, but overall, I mean, we've been calling it on the play. Secret seems to be one step ahead.
Yep.
And it's just the fragging power of Zeta that's allowing them to continue. See if this timeout corrects that course. Last time in the first half, they call the timeout, and while they don't win immediately afterwards, they're able to get 3 of the
तो see you
remaining rounds.
later bye अक्षत bye
Right back up on round 17.
I love just the way that Team Secret works this map.
ये
I
तो
mean, it's
फर्स्ट
so
मैप तो ये
confident to,
जीतने वाली है
you know,
ये
show
तो
a
श्योर
little
है
bit of info, show a little bit of pressure,
830
back
का
off,
स्कोर होते
and
हुए
then you don't really move, but you leave it so in the minds of your opponent that they have no idea where you actually went. Now, there's a big amount of util here, expecting some more pressure towards that orb this time. In fact, does not come through. We've already seen it previously from Zeta. Zeta as well. The guns are going to be a little bit weak, so both teams having to scrape together what they can from these buys. A lot of sheriffs, and look, if we know anything, now with the sheriffs coming back into the meta, teams are certainly capable of doing tremendous damage on these econs, man.
I mean, a big source of all these thrift dudes we've been seeing across the world, quite frankly, as Team Secret also just cutting noise. They're afraid of any sort of trap setup here
अकेला
right
एक
around the
उसने
close
वो
quarters. Now,
सेव
Thrash
किया
at
था
the ready for your end. Curious to see if
बचा
he
था
uses it
तो
right
उसके बाद
away
फैंटम
as
में
Zeta looks like
बाकी
it's just
सब
one
लोग
that
इको
they're
पे
prepared for. They already have Sugar Zero clearing
डेटा
out all the way up
डिवीजन
to
के
garage,
पास
so they know it
बल्कि
still has
डुलिस
to
को
be a
फैंटम
game
दे
at
दो यार
some point.
नहीं वो गेको
Now,
बोला
Team
नहीं
Secret
भाई
already
मैं
aware
नहीं
of
दे
it.
रहा
0 point goes deep.
टीम
It has a
सीक्रेट
lot of
कैसे
members. They should
जीतती
be
है
aware that
पता नहीं
FUD
भाई
is about
इन्होंने
to
अच्छा
decide.
होमवर्क किया
Just
लगता है
like fight early onto heaven while they
होमवर्क
move
अच्छा
the
किया
plan,
लगता है टीम
preventing
सीक्रेट ने
that early push. The Thrash comes in, the spike does finish, and Jeremy will go high, trying to cover for his teammates. He finds the first target, that's one
क्या
down.
हो रहा है
Spotted
इनका
on heaven as well. Jesse Vash getting the double right around the corner, and the entire team of Zeta Division falls as Sugar Zero, all
चल
the
क्या
way
रहा है
outside of the site, gets spotted by NDG. And Borkum, okay, not going to swing out and get the kill, will fall for one, but Sugar Zero just going for the pre-fires. It's too many members.
And one big difference
Hey, man,
you
right,
see
that's
between these two compositions is the Gecko
सबको
versus
जीतने का मौका
the
मिलना
Seed.
चाहिए
And
यार
the way that Jesse uses this
सबको
drone,
मौका
so one of
मिलना
the
चाहिए
things that
बराबर मौका मिलना
Zeta
चाहिए जीतने का
can't do as cleanly
अगर देखा जाए तो
as
सच
clear
में
the
तो
back of the site
एवरीवन
with their
डिजर्व ना
utility
टू विन
and have it
विन डिजर्व
available
तो
to
सब
them in a
करते
way
हैं यार
that
है ना
is useful. So you have to expend those
कल जी
dizzies
का है
and those
कल मैं
flash
वॉच
strikes
पार्टी नहीं
through the
करूंगा
back of the site where Jesse can just use a drone,
कल मेरे को कॉलेज
find
जाना
that
पड़ेगा
safety, and still has a ton of util in the back pocket. He only has to expend a little bit to get the
लास्ट वीक
information,
एक
and of
दिन भी
course the
नहीं गया
recon
था
drone
अटेंडेंस गिर
comes up
गया
on a cooldown. So
कॉलेज तो भी
he
तो
has
रेगुलर
the
जाना
ability
पड़ेगा
to kind of keep that information game in his mind, and Jeremy with a great opener on a dab.
They're ready for it, man. They see the util flying in. They know that there was an attempt earlier to try to take an aggressive position by Zeta Division. Well, this time it's a pop flash all the way from sight from here.
कॉलेज से बात कर ले यार
Land in time. And Zeta Division will lose their
यार
start
को कॉलेज
list
जाना है यार
when they desperately need another round.
कॉलेज
Here it just
से
gets
आते आते
right
लाइक
through
2-3
the
बज
floor.
जाएंगे
They're not able to clean
तो
up the
कैसे
kill,
करोगे यार
sitting
बता
at 10 HP, but Sugar Zero not able to make the escape either. Sure, he'll get the finish with the snake fight, but Team Secret
ये
now
तक
knows
तो
that
नहीं
they
आऊंगा
can just
ये तो कंफर्म
barrel
है
through
सुबह
the
भी
run.
गया
All alone, not able to land a single
at
shot.
least 3 बजे तो लगेंगे
Will
आने में
just jiggle for the kill.
I mean,
जी का मैच
we've been
शाम को
noticing
है
that right around
सेकंड
that
हाफ
corner
कल कर
where
सकते हैं
Jesse's
क्या
planning
बताओ
is where a lot of players from Zeta have been trying to hide themselves. So they're pre-firing that angle every time, and they rightly should. They've gotten plenty of kills for it, and there's been little Zeta can do about this preparation. They haven't been able to find any comfort. They've tried flood retaking. They've tried getting aggressive at the beginning of the round. Once the rifles come into hand, there has been very little success for Zeta. Most of their damage
you can do
for
दोनों
their
में
rounds have
एक
been the
मैच
pistols and the ecos.
वैसे एक मैच
That
में
means
you
that
can
Zeta
do
not
दोनों
able
में एक
to even
मैच
pick up an operator a single
मैं तो
time.
बस वो करूँ जी का फिर
And now
करूँगा
the
जी
mission
का
is
4:30 बजे तक है
for Laz,
वो वाला
can
शायद
you
हो जाएगा
keep
मेरे से
one
सिर्फ जी का
rifle in your hands for the next round? Try to have some form of force to prevent that point happening for Team Secret. He's creeping up. But meanwhile, we've got someone from behind. Okay, the alarm bot triggers. They know he's behind yellow, and NDG's actually just going to get the kill.
सिस्टम
Doesn't quite mind if
टीम
he
सीक्रेट
drops
तो
his
यार
own, as
सिस्टम
he
कर
does
रही है
have
भाई
3600
सिस्टम
credits
फाड़
in the
देंगे
bank.
ये लोग बोल रहे हैं
All the economic damage you can do to
यार ये
Zeta,
लोग
the
तो बोल रहे
better.
कि सिस्टम
And
फाड़
they're
देंगे
going to be able to get a few things rolling.
देख लो
Ultimates in the bag as well, but starting to feel do or die for Zeta in this next round. They're going to go for do, see if they can get it done. A nice job there by Laz, but yeah, I mean, what do you want? I mean, everything you're trying here as Zeta has been thwarted every step of the way. A Guardian, otherwise Phantoms and Vandals. Yeah, you've got the Viper's Pit. Yeah, you've got the Null Command. Yeah, you've got the Lockdown. It's just, are you going to be able to get to use them?
Yeah.
They're playing way back now other than on the B side, expecting some kind of hitter. They're going to have to go for this Lockdown retake. Let's see what Team Secret has to say in response.
Yeah, surely they read, okay, the site's been emptied up. You've got all these ultimates. It should be a set retake. Team Secret, do you choose to push out, or are you content to counter with your own lockdown? Is that going to be enough? Of course, the null command as well. If you pop that first, Laz doesn't want to miss a beat, so he will activate his own right there and the null command. Zeta Division not giving Secret a chance, but can they capitalize on this timing we do have to make sure for Zeta Division that they are able to push into the site and start to clear out some members. And right now, the lockdown ends. They get the site, but they haven't eliminated anyone from the side of Team Secret. Secret just holding far back for these post plants. And there's a lockdown. If you don't stick to that defuse right now, you've got the wingman going for it. Of course, Snakebite not quite able to eliminate Little Bro just yet. And yet again, it's going to be wingman bringing home another round victory. We see this so often on Icebox.
Comeback तो आने वाला है.
I think there,
लग रहा है comeback आने वाला है.
thought they still even
लो
with
भाई.
the lockdown no command combo that prevents
लियो भाई, लियो
to
system.
shut down the lockdown that
Wingman for the win.
wingman, but it never gets really attempted to be used because Zeta's
I'm
flooding.
not there. Wingman for the win.
To protect himself, so good recognition here by Zeta.
आज यार goat of the goat gameplay होगा देखना. आज वो वाला stream का title ही दूंगा. Goat of the goat gameplay.
Still available for Jesse. He might be setting up for some kind of early pick here with the drone potentially. He loves to do that. He loves to grab some information, throw Hunter's Fury at you, but maybe just once again going to be saving it for that post plant like we saw early to make sure that Little Bro can't do his job.
But look at this. Yeah, Borkum, he reasons
Right?
fast pushes for Zeta, he gets one. He's ready for a second, but is he ready for a third? Not quite. So a good read from Secret, understanding that Zeta's been tightening the map on the other side, allowing them to set up for the screen. Not quite get the kill yet. Not quite sure.
Dap थोड़ा average खेल रहा है मेरे को लग रहा है.
Pinballing there on the Snakebite, unintentionally shrugging it off, so to speak.
जी कुछ मतलब अलग-अलग दिनों में डैप का दिखता है वो नहीं दिख रहा है.
Holy. Allows him to get out.
ये लोग post plant खेल लेंगे आराम से.
In his hands, but now
Snell मार लिया.
on the other side, he can't quite go over to the lurk in mid. He'll just have to use it from outside of A site. Meanwhile, the Nano Swarms this time getting rid of Little Bro. Not the same mistakes from Team Secret. Zeta do start to push out though. They know that there's so much to work with, and Jesse Bash will land one onto Laz. He gets some extra damage down, but the pit still protecting it.
लिया भाई system. Utility देखा? सुबह का शॉक डार्ट, केव का मॉली, वाइपर का मॉली, मतलब यूटिल्स पे यूटिल्स डाले, तो डिफ्यूज ही नहीं करना दिया. कर तो डिफ्यूज. यही कोऑर्डिनेशन अगर हमारे में रहा ना हम सारे कॉम्प जीतेंगे. लेकिन हमें ये सारे कॉम्पिटिशन नहीं रहे.
Really, everybody on Zeta was already so beat up. One more shot from any gun was going to clean them up, and it was easy for Envy as these post-plant setups that TS likes to do. Relatively successful, and Zeta's trying to push them. Zeta is trying to do some of the right things. It's just getting shut down. Team Secret having absolutely none of it. You can see how well prepared they are for this map. And even with Zeta knowing it was coming through, even though Carlisle talked about before this map that this was something they were expecting, that they had a great read, they still haven't been able to dial up an answer to Team Secret's Icebox.
Yeah, still 4 more rounds to go if they even want to take it over to overtime. Meanwhile, Team Secret wanting to avoid the same fate that they faced against RRQ, barely losing grip of that map, and eventually the best of 3 as well against one of their opponents in week 1. Now Secret will hold the Thrash in the hands of Uran, available for Zeta Division. Secret, I feel like they've been pretty content in the fact that they've eventually always been able to break through a site, so they'll see for the early rations. This time though, a very different setup. You've got a couple of those deep nanoswarms as well. Last standing on top of the screens, going for that early pickoff. The first nanoswarm trying to push them back. That allows Huron to peek right into the site, and now with 30 seconds left, Team Secret, they've already taken over green. They want to make the call. They realize this early nanoswarm, something's not right about it. Jeremy's here just to sell the fake, the jet, trying to go for the dash as well, and Zeta has bitten onto the bait. They chop right through it, and Team Secret get a free B-site. Viper's pick goes up, Spike will be planted.
Good morning, Ara. Mushi.
To try to recover this map.
Good news is you have the answer. One of the answers with that Thrash. Still with the cover. Deb will be able to eliminate one from afar. He has to find the and he's not.
Nice.
He's on for the ace, but Jesse Vash will clean up from long range, and Team Secret will get the 13-8 victory in map 1 of their choice.
That's exactly what you expect out of Team Secret.
Great preparedness
for this map. Plenty of
Team Secret पहला मैप जीतते हुए.
Defender side looking clean, looking completely in control.
पहला मैप.
Completely understanding how Zeta wants to.
पहला मैप Team Secret जीत गई.
Shuts it down once again and better.
आ जाता है just starting scene पे. भाई क्या लाया भाई सही यार. बहुत सही लगा यार मेरे को इनका गेम प्ले। सेकंड मैप कौन था? सेकंड मैप बाइंड है भाई। आज तेरी ट्यूशन कैसी गई? सुबह था, सुबह के 9 बजे से तो थोड़ी देर पहला ट्यूशन एंड हुआ, तो यार थोड़ा मतलब लाइक थोड़ा टाइम लगा एंड करने में, तो हो गया। आज का जो थंबनेल है ना भाई, आज का जो वैलोरेंट जब खेलूंगा भाई, मजा आ जाएगा थंबनेल देखने में, मजा ही मजा आ जाएगा, समझ रहा है मुशी? मजे ही मजे आएंगे। थंबनेल में जो बनाया ना गोट वाला सीन, मजा आ जाएंगे। कोल्ड ड्रिंक पीने का मन कर रहा है, लेकिन पीछा नहीं है, पीछा। ये चैनल कब मोनेटाइज हो रहा है? 1 हफ्ते में हो जाएगा। जब मैं मूड क्या, फटाक से मूड क्या। मान रहा है मोबाइल लेके मूतने गया भाई। मैं मोबाइल लेके जाता हूँ हर जगह यार, समझ रहा है? थोड़ा सो जाता हूँ। देख ले मेरे को, मैं सोता रहता हूँ। अभी लोटस शुरू होने वाला है ना। सॉन्डी कब स्ट्रीम करेगा पता नहीं भाई। वो लाइक शाम को करेगा शायद, उसका तो अभी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं है, शायद 6 बजे से करेगा, मेरे को जितना पता है। 6 बजे से करेगा। ये स्टार्ट होने वाला है शायद। स्टार्ट होते ही आ जाऊंगा मैं, तब तक थोड़ा झपकी ले लेता हूँ। भाई तो अब तेरे पास बच्चे ट्यूशन लेने आएंगे? हाँ आएंगे। अब इस मतलब नेक्स्ट मंथ, अभी तो स्टार्ट कर दिया। अभी एक इस महीने से एक नया स्टूडेंट आया क्लास 11th पर, ठीक है। और जो छोटे छोटे बच्चे जिनको पढ़ाता हूँ क्लास 6, 8, 7, 9, 10, वो लोग आएंगे नेक्स्ट मंथ से। नेक्स्ट मंथ से आएंगे वो, तो नेक्स्ट मंथ से पहले एडवांस ले लूंगा। वो सब मैंने फोन पे बात कर ली, तो नेक्स्ट मंथ से नो इश्यूज, समझ लो। यार नम भाई हमारा स्ट्रीम भी देखा करो कभी कभार यार। मैं मस्त वाइट पार्टी कर रहा हूँ अभी, चिल, पूरा चिल मार के, पूरा सो के चिल मार रहा हूँ। इस बार मुझे फीस बढ़ा दियो। इस बार उसको 10,000 कर दिया है भाई, और नए स्टूडेंट आ गए तो थोड़ा 10,000 मिल जाएंगे, तो 1 महीने का एडवांस मिल जाएगा और उसके साथ साथ तो 10,000 हो जाएंगे। इस बार 500 रुपये फी बढ़ा दिया, 500 नहीं पूरे 10,000 हो जाए, मतलब हो जाएंगे, 10,000 हो जाएंगे, और इस बार गलती नहीं। और वैसे एक जन ने फीस दे भी दी है, तेरे को दिखाता हूँ। एक जन ने फीस दे दी भी है, ये देख रहा है, एक जन ने दे दी भी है, हमें आज ही दी है। किस चीज की फीस की बात कर रहे हो? अरे मैं ट्यूशन पढ़ाता हूँ ना। मैं कंप्यूटर का ट्यूशन पढ़ाता हूँ यार, तो उसका ही फीस है। समझ रहे हो यार, कंप्यूटर ट्यूशन लेता हूँ मैं, और गरीबों को फ्री में पढ़ाता हूँ। मतलब मान लो कि जो लोग यार बस्ती बस्ती में रहते हैं, उनको फ्री में पढ़ा देता हूँ यार। चैट मिस 10K, मतलब 2 मंथ का EMI डन, यस। एक सेकंड को चैट पढ़ रही है, किसी ने मेरे को 10 रुपए का तो फटाफट नोट दिया है यार। कौन से क्लास से? क्लास 4 to 12 आपको पढ़ना है? क्लास 4 to 12 पढ़ाता हूँ यार भाई। ये ऑटो ऑटो रिक्शा वाले ने ये मैंने नहीं देखा, हड़बड़ी में भाई फाड़ा हुआ नोट दिया है भाई 10 रुपए का। ये देख ले, यहाँ पे फाड़ रखा है। ये बोल रहा है डैब 48 kills। इसको देखो भाई। चलो मैं तो चिल मार लेता हूँ जब तक ये स्टार्ट होता है। ऐसे ऐसे चिल मारना चाहिए और स्ट्रीम करना चाहिए, समझ रहे हो? नहीं नहीं, मैं तो 12 पास कर ली, जावा था हमारा में। अच्छा अच्छा। गॉड यार, मेरे पास 12 11 12 कम ही आते हैं, 10 तक ही आते हैं स्टूडेंट्स मेरे पास। 10 तक ही ज्यादातर बच्चों को पढ़ाता हूँ। इसका देखते हैं, चालू हो जाए बस। मैं तो भाई फुल चिल करता हूँ सब कुछ, समझ रहे हो नाम भाई, एकदम गेम के लिए चिल करता हूँ। चिल मार के मजा आता है, स्ट्रीम भी कर रहा हूँ चिल मार के, एकदम पूरा चिल मार के। बस एक बोतल मेरे को चाहिए कोल्ड ड्रिंक, चाहिए कोल्ड ड्रिंक, एक बोतल, मजे ही मजे। सारे लैंग्वेज पढ़ाते हो? नहीं नहीं नहीं, अभी तो सारे लैंग्वेज नहीं पढ़ाता, जो आता है ऑलमोस्ट सारे लैंग्वेजेस, बट क्या है जो मतलब ज्यादातर लोग यार आते नहीं है, मतलब लाइक लैंग्वेजेस सीखने, वही क्लास 10 तक जो होता है उनका। तो मैक्सिमम जिनके प्रोग्रामिंग तो नहीं है, मतलब लैंग्वेजेस नहीं है, वही HTML एक्सेल। भाई यार बच्चे ने फीस दे दी तो कोल्ड ड्रिंक ऑर्डर कर ले। नहीं नहीं, ऑर्डर नहीं कर सकता भाई, 30 रुपए डिलीवरी चार्जेस लग रहे हैं। नहीं, मैं ऑर्डर नहीं करने वाला हूँ, मैं जाके खरीद के लाऊंगा। भाई ग्लास चैम्बर खेल रहा है, ठीक है पूरा चालू होने दो, फिर मैं भी उठ जाऊंगा यार। झटपट केजे है, उधर देख लो फेड लिया है उसने। बहुत यार सुस्ती लगता है पता है। हम इतना मोटा हो रहा हूँ, पता है इतना मोटा हो रहा हूँ कि मेरे को भाई अभी लाइक बाहर के खाना कम करना पड़ेगा। सच्ची बोल रहा हूँ, आज भी रात को जैसे कि सोच रहा हूँ कि बिरयानी खा लूँ, मतलब खुद बना के खाऊं, लेकिन यार वही सोच रहा हूँ कि मोटा हो जाऊंगा। नहीं खाना है, नहीं खाना है। मेरे ये मोची और ऐश भाई ने जो मतलब दिमाग चिल कराया ना कल, क्या ही बोल। भाई तो आप कंट्रोल कर, जिम ज्वाइन कर, थोड़ा एब्स बना और अंकिता को खुश कर। अंकिता को वैसे ही मैं खुश कर दूंगा, समझ रहे? चलो मैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है, अंकिता को वैसे ही खुश कर दूंगा बेटे।
On the other side, the first time Jesse Vash and Team Secret will finally accept that Fade is a tier 1 agent on Lotus.
Yeah, absolutely. Good
Fade
to
is
see
a tier
changes
1
to
agent
Fades
on
a lot.
Lotus.
I'm really curious about this Gecko in particular. The rest of it I kind of have a good read on, but I mean, they were talking about A Rubble control, and certainly Laz can do that on his own. Yeah, no doubt about it. But what I'm expecting to see is some Dizzy relay bolt combos.
Sure.
Things like that could potentially also come into play to try to counter some of that Fade Raise utility that is often used to control
Control
that
तो
space.
करना पड़ेगा,
Throwing
जिम
some
भी
snake
जाना
bites in
पड़ेगा।
there as well as a
Okay,
follow-up.
Labs the
Laz is
chamber.
going after Sugar Zero with the paranoia.
Yeah, this is a trap set up through and through. He doesn't quite get spotted either.
Okay.
He's going to back out of it, but little do they know, there is step 2 and maybe even 3 to this to relay.
Neon!
Of course, we're going to send the paranoia.
Dap with the neon!
2 from long range. Sugar
अरे
Zero
ओवन
gets
मर
caught
गया।
in the corner with the paint shells. Snakebite delays
भाई नियॉन
themselves
से
as they're trying to clear the
टीमेट्स
close corners, but still it's just too
के
many
नियॉन को
numbers.
मूवमेंट्स
And
आता है, डैप को वही
Achilles
देखना
mentioned
पड़ेगा।
it. NDG firing
यहाँ पे ये
off
नियॉन
right
उठाया
from the
इसने।
get-go. It is huge for Secret as he once again stands with a triple kill so far in the pistol. Hero run, just going to tuck right behind the pillar, trying to isolate these 1v1s. They're not quite aware of his position, but Jesse Vash had an inkling.
ठीक है
Now
भाई,
it's
ये
going to
लोग
swarm
ट्रिपल
in
पिक
from
कर
above.
रहे
It's the
हैं,
double.
देख
Jeremy
ले
coming
हालत।
with that one. Secret will be picking up the pistol for the first time this match.
Yeah, this
देख
is
रहा?
great stuff here from Secret, anticipating the position of Laz.
उसने वो
Feel
लिया
the
भाई,
power doesn't
नियॉन।
connect. It's the lack of information that
भाई
Team Secret
वो
is really
फ्रैक्चर
good at
मैप पता नहीं
using to
कब
their
आएगा यार,
advantage.
उसको
You
वो
saw the
खेलना है मेरे
haunt
को
at the end
नियॉन।
of that round as well, where Jesse still
दाम
aware of
भाई
the fact that
संडे 6
on
बजे
the
आएगा,
pillar, there could be a player underneath there, has to play
जब उसका
a little bit
यूट्यूब से
cagey,
आएगा।
not give over that kill to Hirodon at the end, and that is so
मेरा तो
nicely
ये
done.
मैच
I'm also
6-7
a little
बजे
bit
तक चलेगा यार,
curious about
उसके
when
बाद
that
आधा
paranoia
घंटे
was
ब्रेक ले
supposed
लूंगा,
to
फिर
happen.
स्ट्रीम कर लूंगा।
You know what I mean? It
आज
doesn't
शॉर्ट
feel
स्ट्रीम
like the
करूंगा, कल
paranoia is a
सुबह
little
कॉलेज जाना
Something
है।
about it, it just felt a little out of sync for sure, but it is going to be double outlaw.
ये वाला
That's
वीक
the
मेरे पे भारी
really
पड़ने
setting
वाला
part
है।
here for Secret. So even if they drop one, they'll have another one for the next. Now,
Please show depth.
now Zeta, they do
Show the
all
gun in his
have.
hand.
जेटा
Yeah,
see
oh
it.
yeah, that's right. We have all classics. You're right. Does
I
he
know.
still have it in his hand? We're not going to keep our eye on there. The observers know that that's actually not the most interesting part about this round.
I disagree.
So we'll keep our eyes on to Team Secret. Now, while we have a
ये
bit of a
कितना
lull,
मेहनत
we're
करता
waiting
है
for the
रे।
observers to please show depth.
वही यार,
We will be seeing. Oh, we can
ट्राई
see it.
करता हूँ मेहनत
See it.
करने
Look
का।
at
Call
see
it
it.
that.
Yeah,
Call it that classic.
that's not a Zeta Division classic. A little bit of shout out to the new land map kill record holder on Aspas on Leviathan. Depp really making it aware that he knows what's going on. Around the other side,
Oh!
he gets one. We'll go for the reload after peeking out for a second. And now Zeta just putting pressure in through the revolving door.
वो देख,
And
डैप को देख
overall,
भाई,
in
डैप को
good
देख।
positions. The spike is planted.
Oh!
Nice quick
भाई,
one for NDG on the retreat as well. Seems
इंडिजी
he's
ने
well
2
adjusted
शॉट्स
to
अच्छा मारा रे।
Yeah, you don't mind trying to go for a little bit of damage with that headhunter.
इंडिजी के पास था ना?
Maybe not to lose depth. I think you'd
ये
preferably
रहा,
like to dive the
TS
spike,
इंडिजी।
but frankly,
रन कर,
it looks
भाई,
like
एक और मार
Zeta
दिया।
Division's gonna go for it. NDG finding tremendous value. Watching
भाई,
the flanks for Team Secret. Sugar Zero,
Leo
good for
system.
one, not gonna be good for another. And that is going to be the
क्या
follow-up
ये
for Team
guys?
Secret. Great
3-0,
choice from South.
sorry,
Really
2-0
gave a ton
होगा।
of value. The way that they were
क्या
able to bring
ये?
those angles, utilize that
2-0
range
होगा आज
of
के
the
दिन।
site.
क्या लगता है
Nice.
guys?
Yeah, curious to see how much that value
हो
still
सकता है।
for though, right? Considering it was all classics on the side of Zeta Division, you've still got things like the Neon as well.
Very well, Remo.
Of course, you know, we were wondering how is Zeta Division going to combat Team Secret here as NDG looks
Nice
up.
one,
Team
yeah.
Heretics, of course, one of the
Check it.
trademark Neon
Hello,
compositions
Dizzy.
in the recent days over here on Lotus. Also used the Gecko, but the
Hello,
big difference here is they don't
Dizzy.
use the chamber. They still use the
Yeah,
Killjoy for classic
Dizzy.
control of sites. So we'll see how much Zeta
अरे,
Division
वो
relies on
पीछे
the
चला
chamber
गया।
as we see him holding Seaside alone this time.
डैप ने पुश करा है,
Backside,
उनका
Rubble,
बोनस राउंड है।
and then just
ठीक है,
early
अगर ये लोग अभी
corner.
बोनस
It's going to
राउंड
be the
जीत
G
जाते
ultimate
हैं,
here on Rubble for Zeta
तो
Division
नेक्स्ट
with the Neon.
उन लोग का बाय राउंड होगा और इनका
This is
इको
exactly
राउंड
what I was
होगा।
kind of expecting to see. Dizzy into the snake bite, into the fast lane to take control
लेकिन
of
इसने
Rubble to set up Sugar
पुश
Zero.
करके रखा है और 1 में दे दिया
See
है।
if he can find any value, but gonna have to
बट
be
मैं
backing
सोच रहा हूँ
off
जब ये
this
क्लोब
Prowler
खेलेंगे
isn't gonna
तब क्या
continue
होगा?
it. Might be able to catch
क्लोब
Team
तो पूरा
Secret
मेटा ही
off
चेंज
guard.
कर देगा यार।
Yeah, it's going to be the paranoia that comes out
तो
though.
वो करेगा
Trying to
अल्टीमेट
hold
मारेगा
it
जब।
behind the toxic screen. Not sure if they quite heard Borkum. Shrouded stepping over onto Rubble, but Zeta, they won't take the risks. They have the buys right now. They mostly got full armor. They want to make sure that they aren't giving too much of an economic advantage as we see Team
refreshing
Secret
करेगा क्लोब
now holding patiently. They have the flank watched by the Killjoy util. They'll carefully clear one corner at a time.
And that smoke should give it away that this is a wrap towards Baby Door. And it needs to be hit on a swivel. He's got to be alert for this.
Yeah, he thinks it might be a pinch, but there's just too many coming in through Baby Door. He's going for the spray, gets two. Back up there through the smoke. Uran will just hold the trigger as he gets one more. Only 2 members left alive for Team Secret. 25 seconds.
डबल कंट्रोलर मीटर ज्यादा यूज होगा हर मैप में, मेरे को वही लगता है यार। डबल कंट्रोलर मीटर बहुत ही ज्यादा होगा, सिर्फ यहाँ पर नहीं, कॉम्पी में भी होगा। कॉम्पी में वही है, सिंगल कंट्रोलर और डबल डोलिस लेंगे ही लेंगे, क्योंकि कॉम्पी में सब लोगों को चुन रहता है कि डोलिस खेल रहा है, तो कोई ना कोई तो डोलिस लेगा ही। ऐसा लाइक 1% मैप होगा जहाँ पे कोई एजेंट डोलिस उठाएगा, 1% मैप। मोस्टली लोअर लॉबी सब लोग यार डबल डुअलिस्ट मेटर रखते हैं। जैसे तुम अगर स्टार्टिंग में देखना, तुम्हारा किस्मत खराब ही जाएगा। इंस्टा लॉक करो पहला मैच डुअलिस्ट, सब डुअलिस्ट लॉक कर लेते हैं, कुछ नहीं कर सकते।
And Team Secret now going to slow up the pace, just really try to do
that's
identify positions, identify weaknesses, see if they can get through the Zeta defenses. But Zeta, really tough to crack, especially with the Laz Chamber. He has caused so many teams grief with that agent.
Yeah, and I mean,
bring them down.
Holding long range, we can see that right now. Just early check with Dizzy
on
Rubble, but they've saved
1-2 का स्कोर होते हुए
the C side. And Team Secret, they're trying to figure out, you didn't util dump onto Rubble, what's the setup on the other side? They know that generally C-Site should be weaker without the Killjoy, as long as you're not getting picked off long range by that chamber. One spotted, but a jumping relay bolt that stun onto Jesse Bash. 2 members double peeking out fast lane to cover their retreat, and Zeta will hold on to the site. 40 seconds left on the clock. The only answer really left open for Team Secret looks to be this B site as Sugar Zero
is down.
Hits through the box.
We got the trademark there to give you the info when they do play towards B.
If they decide to go that way,
lockdown going to be used to ensure that they can get through. So not much ambiguity here. A smoke to try to delay this plan as much as possible. I like this so far from Zeta. They're buying a little bit of extra time to really wear down this lockdown.
And the Thrash used to clear the flank on Rubble first, but right now my eyes are on Borkum on the minimap over by C. Can he get a kill? As we see the rotates coming in from Zeta Division, Borkum's going to get the kill onto Uran, but Sugar Zero, they are quick for the rotate. Now Team Secret, do they choose to push out? B site never feels that safe. They'll keep Sugar Zero at bay. Now the remaining members, Wingman spots one, NDG here in Baby Door, Dep's quick on the follow-up. It's a 2-1 pinch over in from Heaven with Laz as well. The Thrash will be eliminated through the snake bite. Envy good for one. He's almost, he actually gets the second, and Laz not able to swing back around. It's a 1v1. Jeremy will clutch it up.
Yeah, this is a lot of good things for both teams, and that's why it comes down to a 1v1. I think Zeta handling this the best they can. A good early setup to make sure that they get that pick. But then the lurk from Borkum causes a bunch of chaos and confusion, and Sugar Zero took a ton of damage along the way. He had actually gotten spammed through the wall a little bit even beforehand. Yeah, he's able to get the kill. Jeremy's going to have a showstopper as well, as you can see there on his screen. But that 1v1, usually Laz, very dependable in those situations. But this go around, just couldn't quite steady the aim in a situation where he's usually so good, especially on his comfort pick on chamber. But so far, it has felt a little off for Laz. He looks a little bit kind of off kilter today. His shots hasn't been as crisp as kind of used to seeing.
Yeah, this is a tough part when you're so well known for an Asian and the way you play it, right? I mean, the standards just set so high because it's a prime win condition. But now Team Secret identifying, especially on an eco, if the chamber's not there, the site should be weak. It's an easy free entry onto C side. A little too many members for Jeremy. And Depp, he wants to help recover this rifle. He wants to make sure that they don't allow the plant to come through. Uran will be able to pick it up. He goes for 2 against a weak. And that is the wraparound from Laz. A quick
Zeta Division
from Zeta on this round. Team Secret feeling like they can maybe just bully a site through with their better weapons. Certainly they can get there, get the plant down, but it's a great timing on this retake. Some 6 shots, that opener from Depp, and then an immediate relay bolt, gained some space for his team. And then everybody doing their job. That rifle from Euron, worth its weight in gold for sure to get that double kill. And that could be one of those momentum shifters. They've got the fast lane.
Last में operator, last which is operator.
Showstopper still available though for Jeremy as they go on to an eco. Let's see if they're going to try to invest it. Nope, last
yeah, trying to peek out off of that Prowler, even suspecting that it's going to be the second member of the chamber potentially by that box. But it is that operator, and that's what Laz needed. A little bit of that confidence regained for the captain of Zeta Division. As he finds 1 kill, didn't quite connect the second one just yet against this eco buy from Team Secret. Only 1 stinger in the hands of NDG.
See if it is going to be the overdrive popped here by Depp. A lot of smokes coming in. Depp's going to scooch on close.
Creeps in against that smoke. Make sure they can't kind of caterpillar their way in even through the poison cloud. And now the snake bite to counteract that timing, and then of course the extra smoke over on the other side from Sugar Zero. So a good hold from Zeta Division so far. It's still 3 members. Euron's just going to hold that angle as his teammates help clear the haunt. Sure, the snake bites will do a little bit of damage against Laz, but not too much. And Depp just gets a bit of an inkling right around that corner. We'll fire off. Jesse Vash, the only one remaining. Sheriff in hand, and that is a great dizzy from across the wall by Waterfall.
I've seen some really good combo plays with Hirodon and Depp between that Gecko and the Neon. He's doing a really good job setting up Depp there. Or Depp setting up for him sometimes with a quick jump out and a switch, but the dizzy allows Depp to get that little bit of extra comfort. Laz with an operator, certainly nothing you want to face as an opponent. He is generally pretty clean with it. Has a tour de force in the back pocket as well if things go south for them at any point, but there's that flawless win for Zeta. Now a bunch of ults available for both sides. Viper's Pit for the side of Team Secret. Everything but the Thrash for Zeta.
Oh,
there it is.
Here we go.
They realize it's going to be a full A hit. They've got other ults for the retake as well, but a crucial
the back
of sight from
Laz.
Team Secret now have an opening to try to push
through. Ultimate
more for time than they originally calculated. Now all 4 members coming in from the attacking side. NDG will be the first. Depp clears him from right around the corner.
Go, go, go! Let's go!
It blocks off Tree entirely, and Depp is just going to be the aggro. He jumps all the way in and opens so much space for the team, but the Viper still quite cleared it. Showstopper online for Jeremy.
Showstopper online.
He'll find one. Envy eventually
1v1.
down to another 1v1.
Leo, system.
The duelist of Team Secret as they lead.
Yeah, इसको बोलते हैं system फाड़ देंगा.
It's a good idea from Secret to just try to flood that Viper's Pit, but that Showstopper gets a ton of value there, able to clear a player, actually gets tagged by that Depp 15 health when Depp sprayed him down through the corner, but I mean it's, you know, even though Laz gets the hit, it's a little bit delayed, still doesn't look fully comfortable yet. And Team Secret, because of that, able to get through onto the site.
एक ही round जीते हैं भाई.
Jeremy
क्या ही बोल?
some heroics back on this raise, so comfortable on this agent. You can see why. Another fast push, but it's shut down by
भाई.
Yeah, NDG has been on fire for Team Secret.
Chimpi का face ही ऐसा है. एक गजब face है भाई इसका. ऐसा reaction मारता है मतलब लाइक तुम दुखी हो ऐसा दिखा रहा है वो. Round जीत के पाप कर लिया ऐसा दिखा रहा है.
To open up the site, but Zeta, they've refilled it.
It's
right back in. 3 members on the site, creating a crossfire right around that smoke. And here on can he find the second on top of the box? No, good for the spray through the smoke. Now, all members of Team Secret, they've made their way into the site. Meanwhile, it's just a long-range hold by Laz. He needs that kill. He gets one. Laz somehow gets it right through the wall. And from the shadows used, a reset in this 1v2 for Borkum, the clutch master for Team Secret. Follow up by Sugar Zero on the other side.
क्या लगता है Sugar Zero निकाल पाएगा?
Now the door opened already to draw aggro. This allows to set up. It's just being drawn right on to the stairs, but he's being tucked right in around the corner.
नहीं.
That it could be this extra level play, and Borkum reads it. He finds one. He knows the other was.
क्या timing है? क्या timing है?
Sugar Zero's been red. He's been spotted, but he
timing है?
both not at full health. the wraparound from Borkum. Sugar Zero is trying to hold the half.
Yeah,
And
what
it's
is the
Borkum's time
timing?
once again here at VCT Pacific.
भाई
A lot of individual outplays for Team
ये क्या
Secret.
timing था?
Coming up huge. Kind of came down to timing, but Borkum so aware,
What?
so smart, the veteran player, that veteran presence coming through for
Bro.
Team Secret towards the end of this round.
ये
Really
क्या था?
understanding that situation. There's that dizzy neon
भाई
combo trying to be set up, but NDG
चेंबर को मार
nice
के
anti-flash
ये क्या
position.
चेंबर को मार
Able
के
to
वो
at
साइड
least
किया
get
साइड
the
पे
first.
जाकर मार दिया
And then Sugar Zero
ये
thinking
क्या
that
था?
maybe
Decided to just say it now. Remind everyone, it's
I
been
like
a
it.
while since
देखो
we
ये
heard
फील
it.
आ रहा टाइम आउट आने
Yeah,
वाला है
no,
लेटर
I mean,
डिवीजन
hey,
की
let him
तरफ
know,
से
man. Let him know.
Yeah, the clock was broken for a little while, but it's back.
करवा रहा था
And right on time for Secret, leading towards an ever important win. Already down 0-2 on the scoreboard. I mean, suffering from that
कुछ
alpha
तो
group
गड़बड़
first.
जरूर है
No one but Gen G was able to take home a match victory just yet. And of course, the ruling seats, you need minimum 2 wins to even contend for a playoff spot, regardless of the standings in your own group.
Yeah, and that's why the desk was talking about it earlier today, that today is a must-win. You know, Quack was on point, man. This feels like so much pressure
भाई
on Team
बुरान
Secret,
पे
but this is
बहुत
how they
सही
tend
निकाला
to really level up their gameplay when things are kind of on the line. You know, certainly there is that revenge factor where they want to come back and get the win over Zeta, who was the team that knocked them out of going to Champions last year. No doubt about it, that's in your mind. And as Zeta, you know, trying to build some momentum, trying to get these rookies more and more experience, trying to see if you can get them to go over to an international event with you and really learn from some of the best in the world. Already, satchel down for Jeremy, taking easy.
क्या जर्मनी ने सचल मारा डबल सचल
That this fight over from
Tab
Secret, it's not
radio
lethal against Robo.
Lab
It's
the
just one
operator.
taking that space with the neon, so you're kind of safe to dive all the way in deep into the corner. No fear of the paint shows. It's a fast hit onto tree as well. Zeta, the backup is here, but the Prowlers have spotted them. It's going to be the paranoid to hold them at bay. The fast lane just about stops the push. Now 3 members on site, on top of Heaven as well. Team Secret, they've got a lot of angles to clear. They spot Sugar Zero up top. And Sugar Zero going to go for the double. Trade right back, but Urat not able to quite land a kill onto the second one. He will get eliminated. Now down to a 2v2 after a quick skirmish, but a deep push in from Jeremy with only 39 HP. He's going for the flank all the way around. Last gets one. Are they wary of this? It seems they are just busy trying to clear. They're going to have to clear tree. They're going to have to clear drop as well, as the spike is planted so deep. They're so afraid of it. They have no idea about this wraparound. Jeremy, oh, right on the timing. They check drop and say he's not there. An instant double swing back.
That's unbelievable awareness there from Zeta. Just fantastic game sense being shown by both teams. You know, we saw it from Borkum in the previous round. Now we're seeing it from Zeta as well. An interesting fight there that Team Secret wins
डेटा
having numbers
डिवीजन
advantage.
चिंपी मेरे मोबाइल डेटा ने औकात दिखा दी
Zeta's able to
बंद
evenly
कर
trade
दिया
there, set it into a 2v2.
जॉर्ड तो अभी किसे
Really
देख रहा है
benefits them. Good hold there from Hirodon on that angle to set up Laz for the op shot as well. But really, that one just comes down to positioning and gunplay. And it is this time going to be Zeta that's able to find the win and put the economy of Team Secret onto the back foot. They are now on Stingers, Sheriffs, and a shorty as well for Jesse Vash. So the B hit going to be the desired option. Just Udon right now trying to buy a little bit of time.
Oh, okay, got spotted, but Paint Shells was out, and Uran's going to get an easy double spray right as the toxic screens come right back up. Masking his escape, backup has arrived as well, and you mentioned it, I mean, with the short-range weapons, B-site was your best
3-5
bet, but now you have so much space to re-clear. Secret, surely
Viper
just
low है
hoping
थोड़ा
to
बहुत
cut noise, try to get some contact close
Poison
by,
Cloud
maybe pick up a weapon
और
upgrade.
बस औकात दिखा
Feels
रहा
so
है
good
मोबाइल
to just
डेटा
one
अच्छा
hit. Like a
मोबाइल
chance
डेटा
down
तेरा
a dish
औकात
like
दिखा
that
रहा
of
है
your Zeta, like definitely building a little bit of
औकात तो
confidence
वो
for them
दिखाती
coming into this. Udon
थी
not going to be seeing this as the door will of course reveal the presence of Team
डेटा
Secret,
डिवीजन
making their presence known towards the A site. Just going to see them pass through and see if they can get a plant down successfully. Looks like Zeta is going to allow that to come
नहीं
through.
अचानक से
Really
ना
keen to
नींद क्यों आ रहा है
try to go for the retake, try to prevent this.
Now, there is that lockdown as well, right?
That's
so
true.
Does it come online is a big question. Thrash already used to try to clear out Rebel from long range, so now a good recognition that it should be mostly all in the site. But you've got drop and you've got heaven control. It's going to be the lockdown on a timer. Zeta, they have to start pushing for this. A paranoia master approach, but the alarm bot will spot it. It's going to be a quick spray from Depp, but a nice trade from Envy up top. They just have to stay alive for this lockdown to go through. NDG, he needs to protect it with his life. And while 3 members will be detained, Zeta Division will clear the site.
Yeah, Laz.
Levi system.
Everybody else did all the dirty work, and Laz comes in and gets all credit. No, I'm just kidding. Just send it over to Sugar Zero there.
Levi
'Cause
system
Laz as
over.
an operator, some extra cash in hand.
He was
This
spreading
system
the word,
खा
that's
दिया
for
उसने,
sure,
ले.
man. He was
ले
like,
भाई.
we got
He's
2
like,
more
good
rounds.
job, guys. That was all according to my plan. Like, yeah, thanks.
It was pretty funny to watch getting that half done though, and just a snap decision, right? Quite frankly, sure, you could sometimes wait for that. You still have the numbers advantage, you have the weapons advantage, but not wanting to risk it to the last wire, they just decide to push in and pressure the weak weaponry of Team Secret. Now tied 5-5 as we see another rifle buy come back for Team Secret.
And I don't mind the gamble with the lockdown at all from Team Secret due to the fact that there's only a couple rounds left in this half. You're extremely unlikely to get that lockdown online again anyway.
G-Wagon देखिए just अभी.
Really sneaky.
मैंने G-Wagon देखी है GTA 5 में.
Again, NDG getting the better of Laz.
Yeah, this time just swinging out from the side that Laz was not quite expecting. Sure, you saw the flick over. He's always ready for it. But a bit of a misread on the positioning from Team Secret. And now the default of Team Secret able to reset. Pit already committed to hold on to the backside of C as he saw a lot of Yuto coming their way. But with this reset, you already took out the operator. You heard the Pit over. Potentially by that C side.
A's free.
Secret.
Well, you thought A was free.
Yeah.
Now you're starting to get the shift over from Zeta, but
Yeah.
you can see that Team Secret not getting any contact. They're going to try to sell a bit of a B fake
yeah,
potentially.
I like that.
Yeah, so this is the same smoke they used when they cut through to the baby door towards the B site earlier in this half. So it's all going to be on to Depp. He is going to have to go absolutely huge here if Zeta is going to have a really favorable retake, at least an even retake.
Yeah, he has to take him down. I mean, maybe 2 members at least for the trade. He's ready for 1, but it's the showstopper. He gets it. Then there's the poison cloud. There's the relay bolt. The shrouded step comes in, but he's good for 2 at the minimum. That's what we talked about. Even to back down to a 3v3. Only 15 seconds. One member has to stick the plant. Snake bites coming through. It's not really taking down on anybody just yet. They plant it further out. Paranoia to create some space. Uran now onto the site. They're all coming in from defender spawn, trying to get the spray through the wall. He doesn't get the kill just yet. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but NBG good for a 3rd kill in the round. Sugar Zero all alone. He's good for 3. Gets the double. Zeta will finally take the lead away.
Oh, this map is delivering. We've got Borkum time, we've got Sugar Hero, everything going the fans' way on this one. A very close. So far, Lotus 6-5 now in favor of Zeta. I mean, very few players in the world can do what he does in these situations. I mean, getting that showstopper just out of the hand, able to flick over off of that blast pad. Insane stuff from Depp. Oh, so nice. That just feels good when you land those. But 3 in a row for Zeta. Can they make it 4 to close out the half? They do have the overdrive, not the most impactful ult, but sometimes if players get a really good feel for it.
Oh, it's a push out again. Secret. I don't know if this is intentional, if they've read this or not. It happened last time, but now they're trapped across. There is going to be the paranoia. It heads on to everyone from Zeta Division. They have to back out. The relay bolt will cover their reset. Still a rifle in the hands of Depp as well, so he's happy to continue fighting until the fuel runs out for that overdrive. That energy now ticking down all the way from 10. But it slows down Secret's approach. Now Secret, happy to have just not lost any members on that push. They were waiting for a pinch from B as well, so preparedness on the side of TS.
Yeah, and all of Jesse Vash's armor gone. That's the slight win that Zeta is going to find out of that. Not the most, again, sometimes not the most impactful ult in the world. Some players very, very good with it. Like you said, Heretics, you know, they can do some serious damage with that. Go back way off once again. Depp trying to slide over to help.
Yeah, and he's here past the smoke, ready for another sliver of an angle, and he's good for yet another double kill. Resets onto Borkum's head. Now the site given over to Team Secret, but it's a 4v3 for Zeta Division. Laz, of course, with an operator, but still has a headhunter. They're going to push out with the Nightfall. They get the tag only onto 1, but there's 3 members. It's a swing out from Huron. He gets 1. The setup is there. The double swing back out. Sugar Zero will pick that one up. And now Jesse Vash, the IGL, all alone against 4 members of Zeta Division. He cannot land the first kill, and Zeta will lead at the half 7-5.
I mean, I don't mind what Team Secret wants to do here. It's just Zeta so quick to react now. They're finally, it feels like getting their feet underneath them, getting the speed of the game underneath them, getting their shot to connect a little bit more consistently. I mean, it helps when Depp is putting
यार
up
पानी वानी
passing
पी
and double
लिया
kills
इन्होंने
to slow down these
मैं थोड़ा और
executes
आराम
of
से
Team
मैं
Secret
बैठता
to
हूँ यार मैं तो
even
पूरा
up more,
चिल मार रहा हूँ
give
भाई
Zeta the
तो
advantage
बोलते
in the
तो सो
numbers
ही गया
in those situations. Certainly a big part of it, but really a lot of those moments came down to just
भाई मैं
who's
तो
in the
पूरा
right
चिल
position at
हूँ
the right time, who
पूरा
can help
चिल
see
होके
through
बैठा
in
हूँ
some of those crucial 1v2s, 1v1 situations like that. Both of these teams full of veteran, smart players, tremendous players who have had experience at the international
अरे
levels
मेरा
as well.
चश्मा पहना है
Were
इसने
able to kind of duel each other so well, and that was a treat that first half.
I mean, it was just great to see both teams rejuvenate, kind of answering back and forth, right? And that's
यार
all you ever really want from a good match of Valorant. Of course, for the fans, out
चलो
there,
हाफ
you might
टाइम
be
है
cheering one
इसके
side
बाद
over the
देखते
other,
हैं क्या
but
होता है
you
क्या
want
होता है
to
जेटा
see
ये
teams challenging
1-1 स्कोर
each
होगा कि
other.
क्या होगा
And curious to
लेट्स
see if Team
गाइस
Secret will
मैं
be
हूँ
able to
पूरा
answer
चिल
back
करके देख
against,
रहा हूँ
I
मैच
mean, the pickups
मजा आ
here
रहा
from
है
Neon for Depth and Chamber for Last,
इसके
that
साथ एक
alone seems
पॉपकॉर्न
to
का
give them so
बकेट
much
भी मिल
more
जाता ना
a
बहुत मजा
relaxation,
आता
leisure on the
और
side of
एक
Zeta Division,
कोल्ड
right? Where
ड्रिंक
you have the Neon for the fast rotates, you
लिटरली
got the
मजा आ रहा है
Chimpi
देखने
anchor
में
down
जो
for a
चिल
bit
मार के
longer. You
चेयर
have
में बैठ के
Crystal
देख रहा हूँ
Eco,
ना बहुत
the
मजा
numbers
आ रहा
aren't
है
looking so great. So
चिंपी
they've been
घर
comfortable trying
पहुंच
to get
के
the read ahead of Team
देखता
Secret,
हूँ
but
क्योंकि
now
मोबाइल डेटा औकात
taking
दिखा रहा है
initiative.
तेरा
There's
भाई
going to be a
हमेशा
little
औकात
more
ही दिखाता है
pressure
यार
on
मोबाइल डेटा
Last to
और
open
मैं
up
मेरे
space
को
on
देख
their
भाई
side of
मैं
the
कितना
map,
चिल
but
होकर
his
देख
team
रहा
is
हूँ
working one of the
मे
smartest
बैक
strategies.
वेलकम
Generally
बैक
for Laz,
सार्थक
it's been really
मेरे
good
को देख
being
यार
able
मैं
to be
एकदम चिल
flexible.
होकर देख रहा हूँ
You see this a lot, and people
मस्त
might kind of
चेयर को
lean
थोड़ा
on it on
पीछे कर
ice
लिया है
on
और देख रहा हूँ
Icebox that it's like,
थोड़ा
oh,
एक
it's a
काम करता हूँ
reinforcement
कैमरा को
against
थोड़ा
Laz by
नीचे कर लेता
himself.
हूँ
But it actually works
अभी
like
आई
out
थिंक
is like
ठीक होगा
having
थोड़ा
Laz on his own because
ले
he's
भाई
traditionally so impactful with
वैसे
his
मैंने रखा है
chamber, with his
मॉनिटर
head
को
hunter,
ऐसा
able to lock down some
फिर
space.
मजा आ रहा है और
Jess
भी
was just talking about this. Who's going to take rebel control? We're on this attacker side.
एकदम
You're just
मस्त
going to need that
ऐसे बैठ
tunnel
के
through
मस्त
Laz.
देख रहा हूँ यार
He'll get the shot.
यही
TP
है
out.
असली
If he doesn't find it, that's fine.
वही
He's at least bought
लफ्ता
some attention, bought
क्या
some time.
लब
Dep, like you mentioned,
लवरा
so
तो
comfortable
तेरा
in
और
this. Yeah, he's
कॉस्मोस
so
का
quick to
नहीं
react off
एल्विस
contact
और
with his own shots, with
मैक्सवेन
his own relay
का
bolts, things like
नहीं
that.
ध्रुव
So
रथ
he makes
यार
him such a fearsome foe when he busts out this
सही है भाई
rare agent that other than mini
सही है
not
भाई
many other people play in the world.
नहीं भाई सही है
It's been fairly quiet. We've seen some attempts.
भाई
And I
उसका
feel like
नाम
we'll
मत
see
ले
another
यार उसका
resurgence, of
नाम
course,
सुनते ही
with
मेरे
a
को
couple of
नींद आ
VCTs
जाता है
picking
पता
up
है
after Miniboo on Team Heretics. But for
अब तो
now, it's
मस्त
back
चिल
to
मार
another
रहा हूँ भाई
comfort role. And the trademark having to be placed in A lobby on the A side, so Zeta Division wanting to put a little bit of extra pressure on C, see if they get a reaction. Laz not able to land the shot again. And Zeta Division, now they've been kind of red, so they're
भाई
going to double back and they're
बीजेपी
going
के
to hedge
साथ
their bets on the fact that
अरे
Team
भाई
Secret's
सब
actually
मत
going to
मत
react
बोल
on
स्ट्रीम
this,
में
right?
पार्टी
The
पॉलिटिक्स
rendezvous out,
नहीं
thinking that Zeta will have to go for a fast hit onto C. You see the pings from Team Secret onto the C side, but Zeta, they read right through this. They say, you think you've pushed us all the way to the other side, we will double back with 30 seconds left.
This is phenomenal awareness here from the side of Zeta. Felt the trap onto C. You know, there was going to be the ping off of the turret into the snake bite, and it never came through because Dep, tremendous vision to kind of
भाई तो
sniff that
ये
out.
मैच
Back
देख यार
off. Here comes the fragment. Excuse me.
इधर
the paint
दो
shells in.
दो लास्ट राउंड दो जो थ्रो हुए ना भाई गंदा वाला थ्रो हुआ है
Been planted, though.
गंदा वाला
That
थ्रो है भाई
Smoke
सार्थक
Max's position not looking so great. It has to be a quick flood in from heaven.
सार्थक
you
समझ
do
रहा है
have
गंदा
work
वाला
with
थ्रो
Pretty
तेरे को
by Baby
देखना
Lord
चाहिए
to
था
start to pressure in, to try to pinch in. The Haunt gets eliminated instantly. It's peaks from all around, and Dep swings right under heaven. You hear about the pinch coming in, over from Baby Door, and Zeta is ready for it. 4 members left
सार्थक
alive,
अरे दे
and
बड़ी
Pistol goes back to Zeta Division.
Yeah, so 3 out of 4 of the pistols actually going Zeta's way so far here today, even though couldn't really find much
भाई
extra
तूने
on the
देखा
back
क्या
of
बोल
it
लास्ट
onto Icebox.
दो राउंड वो देखा क्या
Again, reading
वो
that
जो
roll, this all just came down to
टीएस
that
ने जो
mid-round
थ्रो
call
किया है
from Laz.
टीम सीक्रेट
Saying,
ने
okay, I lost this battle, but they're pulling away.
ये देख
Let's
भाई
shift over to A.
भाई 1-1 स्कोर होने वाला है मैं बता रहा हूँ
Open, and it was completely open. Able to get that plant down, set up those great crossfires. Not much util left.
देखना चाहिए था यार बहुत सही राउंड निकाला है जेटा डिवीजन ने वो लास्ट दो राउंड स्विच होने के पहले इतना सही राउंड था ना यार लिटरली भाई मैं बोली कि क्या है भाई
Heck
ये
yeah,
कैसे
I mean,
जीत
make
सकती
do
है
with what you got. And it is a heavy
वाह
investment, speaking of the Guardian.
मतलब
On the
अच्छा
side
खेल
of Zeta
दिया
Division,
तुमने
double Bulldogs, but a Phantom and a Guardian to boot. So really looking to make this round
let's
in their
focus on the
favor.
game
Now
again.
Laz, no other weapons, just a ghost upgrade in his hand kept over. So he will be the one holding the flank. Even if he drops a weapon, it's not the end of the world. Gets one shot through the wall. But Laz, we haven't seen the crispness, you know, the quick 2 taps for the double kills, things like that. But again, it's the same read. They push out, that means they have to be ready just for contact play. If we can push through and fight, we win. This is the side that's going to be weaker. The other side might be ready for a trap. as Zeta reclaims instant control of Rubble.
Yeah, this is
देखना
really
रहता है यार मैं तो क्लिप
But
करके
again, even though
भेजूंगा
Laz hasn't been
भाई वो
crisp
चीज अगर हम
just
लोग कर
yet,
पाए ना
he's still able to make some good
हम लोग
IGL
कॉम्पी में जीत
calls.
सकते हैं यार
Send this wingman through, Depp on in.
करते नहीं है हमारा
It's going to come
कोऑर्डिनेशन ही
down.
नहीं रहता
It's
यार
gonna be allowed.
Yeah, it's going to be a double stack here, though. Jeremy trying to push out for the rifle upgrade, but he gets picked off instantly. Laz not allowing for that to fall into the hands of his enemy. Sight given over to Team Secret, but they do have the angle here in the post plant. Warcraft's going to start to defuse a little bit off angle. They're not quite aware of this, and he's behind that wall. They have to be able to spam through it. They have no idea. They finally get him as they go for the approach. That was a close call for Zeta.
I thought he had it. I thought he had it.
Absolutely. I was getting scared.
I know, dude. I didn't see much space left at the end of that bar. I would love to see like a replay, just like showing us how much was actually left on there when they got the kill. It was not much, but just barely they're able to get their heads on. There we go. There's a good head-under shot. That's what we need to see. Maybe now that'll get Laz fired up, getting the triple. Couple pickups with that Bulldog as well, but too close for comfort, if I'm being honest. That's a round that almost did not go Zeta's way.